So I know we have a couple people on the call. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Any LinkedIn best practices or strategies. If your influencers that you're working with have large LinkedIn followings, you can do similar types of promotions. In my experience, LinkedIn advertising, if you look at that second slide in this presentation, or third slide, the one with the graph of costs, LinkedIn advertising is almost 20 times as expensive as Facebook. It's also a little bit less easy to target people based on interest because they don't share as much about themselves in their profile. They don't have, you don't have your family connections on LinkedIn. You don't have your the brands that you like as connected as much. So you can't say target parents who like a certain type of lifestyle or who are leading a certain type of lifestyle on LinkedIn. If you're a B2B, real high-end product, then LinkedIn's probably where people are talking about and making decisions about your type of product. But if your product is more for consumers, then I don't think you should spend that money on LinkedIn. You can ask your partners to do an organic post on LinkedIn, and you'll see some traffic from it. But if you put $100 into a LinkedIn boost for a consumer product, and you put that same $100 into Facebook, you're going to get 10, 20, 50 times the result on Facebook. So there's no justification for spending that money on LinkedIn. If you're trying to do a campaign to get professional relationships, like to attract affiliates or to attract professional endorsements of your product, then LinkedIn would be a great place to do an outreach campaign, but it's not really a partner campaign. It's more of like building the partnership pipeline and starting to build and establish your partnerships there and then take them over to the mediums, the more inexpensive mediums where you execute the actual campaign.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that I really agree with that. And I think right now with LinkedIn, a lot of the opportunities that we have are really more around networking organically on LinkedIn. I think there's some cases where some businesses could potentially engage in some type of advertising partnership. But a lot of the partnership, or what I would call more like networking that I'm doing on LinkedIn that's really successful, has to do with being present in the groups, identifying the people that are most active, and really engaging with them at a deeper level, sort of organically, which means sharing their information, commenting, getting into the conversations that you can have there. I really like your idea of LinkedIn is a great place to potentially identify companies and organizations that share your audience and approach them to build a relationship so that then you could build a partnership on something like Facebook. I definitely think there's some real potential there for just, meeting companies and organizations that you can align with, getting to know them a little bit better, and things like that. But I definitely agree with your assessment of their advertising piece. It's really niched, I feel, the advertising on LinkedIn at this time. It's not really the greatest if you're just trying to kind of reach the public. The public isn't necessarily present there fully.